Welcome to Lil Tea Time. Y'all ready? Welcome to Lil Tea Time. Oh yeah. Welcome to Lil Tea Time. Who listen? Welcome to Lil Tea Time. All right. Welcome to Lil. Welcome to Lil. Welcome to Lil. Welcome to Lil. Welcome to Lil Tea Time. Welcome to Lil Tea Time. All right, guys. So, good evening, good evening, good evening. I am Jarek, aka Jarius D, and this is a little tea time. Tonight we are doing season three's premiere kicking off tonight. As y'all know, yesterday marked the 1 year anniversary of a little tea time, so I decided to wrap up season two with the finale show for yesterday. So if y'all missed the Oscars and Grammys recap show, that was the finale for season two. And tonight we are kicking off season three with my guest, Mr. Ben Moss. So, got to do my product placement. Got to send a shout out to Bigelow Perfect Peach for their delicious tea that I drink that's in my cup. I also got to send a shout out to Gino Stima, Gino Stima, Gino Stima for the tea that's in the cup. I do drink these teas, y'all, just so we are very clear. I do drink these teas. I do create a blend that I do brew up and that I drink for each show. So shout out to everyone over at Bigelow and at Gino Stima for the delicious tea. So, are we ready for a little tea tonight? Let's get into it. So today's word of the day. Are y'all ready for today's word of the day? Today's word of the day is repetend. Repetend is a noun and it is from the late 18th the Latin 18th century, and it is a recurring word or phrase and or a refrain. So remember, today's word of the day is repetend. Definitely want to keep in mind that the song of the week is "I'm leaving the door open" by Silk Sonic. Since they slayed and killed at the Grammys, I decided to make that my song of the week. So shout out to Silk Sonic with "Leave the Door Open" for song of the week. So y'all get into that. Gotta definitely have you guys get over to sausysonyaspices.com and use my coupon code Lil Tea Time, one word, and receive 5% off of your purchases when you shop at Saucy Sonia Spices. And they are also running a promotion as well. When you use their coupon code SPRING, you will receive 10% off of your purchases. So you guys get over to Saucy Sonia Spices and shop with them. Gotta send a shout out to Millennium Studios, opening back up here in Shreveport, Louisiana. I am interested in doing a little tea time in their studio, so gonna continue to shout them out and pump them up here on the show. Gotta send a shout out to Miss Linda Moss, and her piece "Good for Home" was selected to be part of the Arts International Invitation Road Trips. Congratulations to you. Gotta send a shout out to Miss Charmel Lester for her Fabric of the Piece art exhibit, still going on now. You still have time to get down to the Southern University Museum of Art in Shreveport at 610 Texas Street. The event is free and it is open to the public, you guys. So y'all get out there and check out some of the art that they have available. You will see Miss Charmel Lester's pieces, and I hope that y'all are enjoying the the fabric piece of art exhibit. If y'all have not yet gotten out to it, y'all are definitely missing out on a treat. Gotta continue to shout out to Mr. Bobby Huntley. He's working on that film based on the relationship with Pamela James and Tommy Strong. Pam and Tommy is going to be coming out soon. I definitely got to do more research and see if I can get in contact with Mr. Bobby Huntley, or if y'all know Bobby Huntley out there in the universe, let's see if we can get him over here to a little tea time. Um, as y'all know, because I already shared it on my page yesterday, Adriana's Lucky for You music video is coming soon, so I'm definitely excited about that. And y'all can definitely check out Lucky for You and Fake Roses. Music is available everywhere where music is sold. Also, shout out to my bro Jay Signs with his album Molotov out right now, available everywhere where music is sold. Also, shout out to my bro Mr. AJ Causey with his album Kansas, also available everywhere where music is sold. And you can also hear the music on YouTube as well. If y'all have not heard these albums yet, you're definitely asleep at the wheel and you need to wake up. Gotta send a shout out to a Lil Tea Time guest, Miss Shayna D Music, with her single "Pack It Up" available everywhere where music is sold right now. I've heard the song and I am a fan of what she's doing. So shout out to you, Miss Shayna D Music. Shout out to Mimsy MC with her album The Marsh, available everywhere where music is sold as well. Gotta send a shout out to my friends over at Ryan's Kitchen and their reopening at the Xfinity Grill located at 4723 Monkhouse Drive. Congratulations to you guys, Ryan, and the gang and your family over there. Much more success to you guys. Gotta send a shout out to Mr. James Joffrin with his acting workshop that started Monday. I am taking his workshop and I have been spending the day studying my script for class next week and learning to use the techniques that they have been taught to us. So I am definitely getting geared up for the next acting workshop. So cannot wait to class next week, Professor Joffrin, and continue to do the work. Also, stay tuned to the Ratchet City Blues documentary with Miss Cherie Gray of the Lampy Grits Artistry. And got some things coming up. I will be interviewing other cast members from the Ratchet City Blues documentary. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's going to be an exciting film experience for us to share. And I definitely am looking forward to everything that we're doing with the Ratchet City Blues documentary. Uh, got to send a shout out to Young Jeezy and K Michelle coming to Shreveport at the Municipal Auditorium Friday, May the 27th. The tickets are on sale now. So if y'all have not gotten those tickets yet, y'all are definitely going to be missing out on a great show. Definitely would love to be a part of interviewing Jay-Z and K Michelle. So I'm gonna see what magic I can work with a Lil Tea Time and see if I could get in and interview them. And I would love to interview Jay-Z and K Michelle. It would be a dream. So definitely look forward to that. Got to send a shout out to Olivia Rodrigo, Grammy Award winning Olivia Rodrigo, and her documentary Driving Home coming to Disney Plus, and her Grammy Award winning tour Sour is coming to a city near you, so y'all will get to hear the music and get to experience the magic of Olivia Rodrigo. Gotta continue to shout out Lizzo with her show. Watch out for the big girls. Watch out for the big girls. Watch out for the big girls. Big girls, big girls. Congratulations to you, Lizzo, with your show. And it is going to be a success. Definitely going to be a success. And continue just to thank you for what you do for the full figure woman, to celebrate the full figure woman in a positive way and showing that there is more to them than what has been branded and labeled. So shout out to you, Lizzo. Got to continue to shout out comedian Gabrielle Iglesias becoming the first comedian to sell out Dodger Stadium. So that's going to be exciting. So shout out to him. Um, Continuing to shout out Rain Dove with her organization Safe Bow, working to help the people of Ukraine right now during the time of war and displacement. I've been keeping up with things that's going on in Ukraine, and it's just been just a very disheartening situation going on there. But with Rain Dove and her organization Safe Bow, it has been great to see someone taking the initiative to just use their energy and their love and their time to help people in need. And because we should do more things like that, we should be able to continue to help people in need when we can help people in need. So shout out to you, Rain Dove, and your organization Safebo. I got to continue to shout out Miss Coco Jones playing Hilary Banks in the drama series Bel Air that just wrapped up a couple of weeks ago, and congratulate her signing her music deal with Def Jam Records, and her track Caliber is out now. So y'all get into that with Miss Coco Jones. Got to shout out Academy Award winner, Miss Viola Davis, who is set to play Miss Michelle Obama in the First Lady film, an original film coming to Showtime. This film is going to be very exciting, starring Miss Michelle Pfeiffer as Miss Betty Ford, Emmy Award winner Gillian Anderson as Eleanor Roosevelt, Miss Dakota Fanning as Susan Ford, and a host of acting royalties set to premiere in this film Sunday, April the 17th on Showtime. So y'all get everything prepared over there for your movie night, April the 17th, and y'all stay tuned. So congratulations to them. The health, beauty, and queer source fair is coming to you guys Saturday, April the 30th at 201 Market Street. I am excited to be out there promoting a Lil Tea Time and looking to promote other businesses, other artists looking to be a part of what I'm doing here with the Lil Tea Time. So we're definitely going to be coming to you guys very soon with that. So y'all stay tuned. Shout out to businesswoman Callie Combs creating Go Black Biz, Louisiana's first digital Black business directory. So congratulations to her. Shout out to acting royalty, Mr. Morris Chestnut, and congratulations to him receiving his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Congratulations to you, King Brother. You continue to put it down for the culture of acting, and I am a fan of what you do. So, hey, you continue to put it down. Take Me Out, played by Tony Award winner playwright Richard Greenberg, has been playing for the last few weeks, and has been doing some really great things on Broadway, starring Jesse Williams, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, and Patrick J. Adams. This play is definitely doing great things. The reviews have been doing really well from what I've been reading on the internet. So if y'all have not gotten out to Broadway out in New York City to see Take Me Out, you're definitely missing out on the treat. So y'all get into it. Shout out to everyone involved with Bridgerton, to Miss Simone Ashley, who came back with Bridgerton for season 2, which has been out for probably about a few weeks now. So I know everyone who are Bridgerton fans are out there watching and are celebrating the show. So y'all continue to enjoy Bridgerton season 2 as well as season 3 of A Little Tea Time with Me. Shout out to Camilla McConaughey releasing her children's book, just try one bite. Sorry, I just messed that up, but very much a fan of what Matthew McConaughey does, and to hear that his wife has released a children's book has been just an honor and a pleasure to promote her brand here on the show tonight. So congratulations to you, Miss Camilla McConaughey. Now, I did some research on the next few films that I have been talking about on the show. I definitely got to give a shout out to everybody involved with the movie The Bad Guys, which is coming out Thursday, April the 21st. Now, this film has a lineup of some really great names, y'all, from Sam Rockwell, Richard Ayode, Aquafina, Anthony Ramos, Zazie Beats, and Craig Robertson. And the plot of the film is um, after a lifetime of legendary heists, the notorious criminals are finally caught and must pull off the challenge con, yet the most challenging con. I'm sorry, I'm reading this because I'm reading it as I'm giving y'all the information. So they have to pull off their most challenging con yet, becoming model citizens. Um, and even when you see the trailer for this film, if we've seen the villains for all of the children's movies that we watched growing up, from The Jungle Book and things like that, those villains are actually now having to become model citizens in the film. So if you are familiar with some of the bad guy films, some of the films that we've seen from Disney, and a lot of the animals and the characters that have been in those, you get to see a different side of them. So good luck to y'all if y'all get out there and get your tickets and get to watch. Hey sis, I see you. Thank you to everybody tuning in, y'all. Please, 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 ma'am, please, sir. Why? Please like, comment, and share tonight's show. Congratulations to Jennifer Hudson with the new MasterCard commercial that she has been a part of. Shout out to everyone with the Offer mini series that is set to come out April the 28th on Paramount Plus. It is starring Miles Tiller, Justin Chambers, Juno Temple, Dan Fogler, Matthew Good, and Giovanni Ripsidi. So it's going to be, the series is talking about the production of Francis Ford Coppola's landmark gangster film that just celebrated its 50th year, The Godfather. So y'all get ready for that, coming soon to Paramount Plus. Um, I want to shout out to my cousin last night. She watched the show and she was asking me what was the movie Ambulance about. Ambulance is coming. It's already out. Has been out, and it stars Jake Gyllenhaal, Isa Gonzalez, and Yahya Abdul Maten the second. Apologies in advance if my I got you, brother. I see you down there. Um, the following the film follows two adopted brothers turned bank robbers who hijack an ambulance and take the first two responders hostage. So if you were trying to get more information about that, there's the information that you guys needed about the movie Ambulance. The movie has been out for literally a couple of weeks, so if y'all have not gotten out there yet, definitely go and check out Ambulance. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is coming out this Friday, and it is featuring music from Kid Cudi. And did some research today and just got a little bit more information about the cast. Um, so the delicious Idris Elba is going to play the voice of Knuckles. Jim Carrey is coming back with his occurring role in the film. Shout out to Colleen O'Shanigans as Miles Tails. Shout out to the delicious Shamar Moore, who's going to be playing Randall. Shout out to James Morrison, who's going to be playing Tom Wachowski, and Miss Tika Sumter, aka Miss Candice Young, aka the mother from Mixedish, who is said to star Maddie Wachowski. And fun fact for today, fun fact, Mr. James Marston shares my dad's birthday, which is September the 18th. So shout out to you, Mr. James Marston. And hey, happy birthday to you when your birthday comes. Gotta send a shout out to acting royalty Tom Cruise. Yes, she is. Acting royalty Tom Cruise is coming back May the 27th in Top Gun Maverick, featuring acting royalty Mr. Val Kilmer, Jennifer Connelly, Miles Taylor again, Miss Monica Barbaro, and acting royalty Ed Harris. So y'all stay tuned for Top Gun Maverick coming soon to a theater near you. Gotta send a shout out to Marvel Movies presents Miss Marvel, a superhero miniseries on Disney Plus, starring Iman Vellani, Fawad Khan, Armis Knight, and Matt Lintz. So this is going to be a great film. Definitely going to be one to talk about if you are a fan of the Marvel movies and Marvel superheroes. You definitely want to get into Miss Marvel coming soon to Disney Plus. We Crashed is a film that's going to be on Apple TV, and it tells a remarkable story about Adam Newman and his wife Rebecca and their roller coaster ride running a communal workspace company called We Work, starring Jared Leto and acting royalty and another Catwoman actress, Miss Anne Hathaway. So y'all get into that. Come Dance With Me. It's going to be a new show coming to CBS April the 15th, and it's going to be a family dance competition series. It's going to be starring Miss Tracia Miranda, Jenna Dewan, Philip Lawrence, and Dexter Mayfield. So y'all stay tuned for that. If you're a fan of music and a fan of dance, this is definitely going to be the show for you. Um, Gotta send a shout out to Usher or Ursha, as we say down here in the South. And I'm gonna continue to talk about this on my show. So hey, Ursher or anyone who works with Ursher, I know that his concert's coming up in July. My birthday's July 13th. His concert kicks out July the 15th. And I would love to get tickets for his concert. I was entering into a contest that was going on here at a local radio station, 102 Point Line. And I was not able to win those tickets for that particular concert that he's going to be kicking off in Vegas. And I would love to be a part of that whole experience. And I would love to interview Usher for a Lil Tea Time. So hey, anyone out there in the universe, definitely trying to be a part of the Usher experience, and definitely would love to be a part of what he's doing and have him on the show. Stay tuned for upcoming guests this week, Mr. Dravion Johnson and Miss Odea. There are going to be also other guests this week celebrating the 1 year anniversary of A Lil Tea Time. So I am very excited about that. Happy birthday to my Facebook followers, Shonda and Akima. Happy birthday to you, ladies. And y'all are in great company today for birthdays as usual. Happy birthday to Full House star Candace Cameron Bure. Happy birthday to Mr. Paul Rudd. Happy birthday to Miranda May. Happy birthday to Todd Chrissy. Happy birthday to Zach Braff. Happy birthday to Isaiah Coop. Happy birthday to Carmen Golier. Happy birthday to Sophia Castro. Happy birthday to Nico Collins. Happy birthday to Martin Estevez. Happy birthday to Darcy Watson. Happy birthday to Charlie McDermott. Happy birthday to Paige McKenzie. Happy birthday to Nick Green. Happy birthday to Michael Rucker. Happy birthday to Queen Zion. Happy birthday to Marley Haggard. Happy birthday to Carrie Job. And happy birthday to acting royalty John Ritzenberger, turning 75 years old. And finally, happy birthday to an icon, acting royalty, um, a man of the time, a man who has definitely put it down for culture, the Mr. Billy D. Williams, turning 5 years old today. So happy birthday to you, Mr. Billy D. Williams, sir. I'm both fans of you, of John Ratzenberger, and you, Mr. Billy D. Williams. So congratulations and happy birthday to you both, turning 75 and 85. So now that I have spilled my tea tonight, I'm ready to sip tea and chat with my guest, Mr. Ben Moss. I met Ben at an art event that he did to promote his work of I want to say this time last year. I got an opportunity to meet Ben, and last year, not last year, but a few months ago, had an opportunity to meet his wife, Miss Linda Moss. So I am definitely going to start looking for Ben to come in on the camera tonight, and we can discuss more about his work. So let's see if we can get him in. Hey Ben, I don't know if you're out there, but I'm definitely ready to get you in and we can talk more about what you're doing with your paintings. So I'm gonna send you the request. See if we can get you in. Are you out there, Ben? Are you watching? I see everyone's out there watching. Thank y'all for everyone tuning in. Okay, trying to see if I can see through the invite. I sent you the invite already. I just think you have to accept it on your end. Da, 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 da. No request yet. Okay, let's try it one more time. Nothing so far. Okay. Hey Ben, see if you can send me that request on your end and I can accept it and bring you in on my end. Since it's not letting me send it to you, see if you can send one to me and I can accept you on my end. And we'll work our diligence to get you on. Mm. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, goody. Okay, so it seems like we're having a little problem trying to get Ben in. No button to send the request. Hey Ben, are you back on your tablet or are you back on? No comments, still so T Kermit. Hey Ben, are you back on your phone or are you back on your tablet? Which one is it? Because I'm definitely not able to get you in on my end. Um, wow. Okay, you're on your desktop. Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna let you do it on your laptop. I've been having that issue with guests who've been watching the show on their laptop and it has not let them come in on their laptop. Um, I know that you were on your phone earlier. If you can get back on your phone and we can go from there, it would be really cool. Because it has been a little hard for the guests to do it on their laptops. Okay, I got you. I got your request. I'm adding you now. And this should work. So thank y'all so much for just being patient and just for y'all tuning in tonight. And remember to share, 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 share. Share, 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 share. Share tonight's show, you guys. Share tonight's show. Mm. So while we're waiting on Ben to come in, I'm very excited about season three because we're kicking off season three tonight. And if y'all are ready for candy and corn, I got a little surprise for y'all with candy or corn tonight. So y'all stay tuned for that. And definitely got some things cooking up for this next season, this season of A Little Tea Time. I'm very excited about the future of it. So we're gonna definitely continue to keep it going, keep it moving and grooving. And y'all stay tuned with us for A Little Tea Time while we'll just continue to make this brand grow and make it to be more successful for everyone at home who tunes in, to all of the business owners around the world, people who are interested in this show. Please, 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 ma'am, please, sir, do not hesitate to book with me, and we can definitely make you a guest here on A Little Tea Time. Still waiting on my guest being to be accepted in. Yes, request, sent request. Yeah, I'm actually got the ad, waiting on the adding at the top of my screen now. Being so sorry for the delay. Try this over here. Yeah, we're gonna definitely just be a little patient, see if we can get them in. Oh, the technical difficulties. The technical difficulties. Oh, man. Okay. And this is so much fun. It is. Okay, Ben. I'm not sure. Technology. I will leave and come back. Okay. Okay. Because I'm still trying on my end, and I don't want you to get discouraged. But Ben, I definitely would love for you to be on with us tonight. My guests are already tuning in to see you tonight, so definitely I'm working my diligence to get you in. Welcome to everyone tuning in. Please comment and share tonight's show. Please share tonight's show. Thank everyone for tuning in tonight. It's definitely been a pleasure to have everyone tuning in tonight for season three of A Little Tea Time tonight. Hey, I see you. Thank you for tuning in tonight, Mom. Love you. So as we're waiting for Ben to come back, um, definitely am excited about this week's shows since we are kicking off the 1 year anniversary, which was yesterday, was the 1 year anniversary of A Little Tea Time. So we are definitely gearing up for shows this week as we celebrate the 1 year anniversary of A Little Tea Time tonight, kicking off season three. This has been a pleasure and an honor for me to have you guys around the world watching the show. To everyone who has been a part of the show, I am still honored and still happy to have you guys being on this journey with me. It's definitely been one for the books, and definitely want to continue to make you guys proud and to continue to be of service, really being of service. So, still waiting on my guest being to get things on his end back up so we can get him in for tonight. Hmm. Sorry for the delays, you guys. Sorry for the delays. It's definitely been a great day for a show today. I'm saying connection failed. It's definitely been a great day. Don't know what's going on. Trying to get my guest in. Hmm. I guess the universe had a different idea for tonight. Definitely guess the universe had another idea for tonight. But I am not giving up on my guest being here with me tonight. Well, I'm not sure what's going on. Um, in the meantime, I'm gonna try something real quick. For everyone who's watching right now, how has everyone's day been today? What's been going on? Have y'all been enjoying this weather? Have y'all been enjoying this pollen count that has been continuing to grow out there in the universe? Get time. T. Nowhere.
I can't believe it.
There it is.
Okay, you're not gonna believe this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 devices now. And I don't know how long this will be okay, but for now we're good.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Moss. Ben, thank you so much for taking out your time and being here tonight. I am a fan of both you and Linda because I met you first
Mm-hmm.
at your exhibit. I want to say last year I met you at your exhibit.
It's so hard for me to keep up
And
with exhibits anymore.
yeah, it's been a lot of them. It has definitely been a lot of them. But when I met your art first, and then I met you, and just a great mind. You have a great mind and a great eye for what you do with your painting.
Thank you.
And if I'm correct, you did have some work. Did you have some work in an exhibit out at Louisiana State University here in Shreveport?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I did for gosh, I don't even remember what year it was now. Maybe
I want to say maybe 2019,
I
2020.
think it was 2019. I think it was. Yeah.
Yes. I did a live one day, and your artwork was actually in the background while I was doing that actual
Oh
live.
no way! Cool.
So that was again, that was me introducing. That was my introduction to your work.
Okay.
Then so I was like, I saw your work there, and then I saw your work at another exhibit, and I was like, who is this dude? Who is he? The work is just phenomenal shit. So I said, okay. When I found out about your exhibit, I said, I'm coming. I'm going. I gotta meet this talent and see who this guy is. And then when I did meet you, I said, okay, this is the dude who literally was the guy that was in the painting in my background when I first did some started my podcasting years before I just got to the music for a Lil Tea Time and all of that. So it is definitely a pleasure to meet you. I met your lovely wife Linda a couple of weeks ago, and Linda is also going to be on the show. I want to say next month.
By the way, she thought you were lovely.
Thank you, thank you. And I'm talking about her painting on my actual show. So congratulations to her being selected for the invitation,
That
the international
yeah.
invitation for road trips.
By the way, listening to you talk for the first 15, 20 minutes. Holy cow, we got a lot of stuff going on with people in this town. There's a lot of talent. A
Yes,
lot of talent here.
it is, and I literally came out into the art scene here 2020.
Mhm.
So when I came out into the art scene here, I literally began to meet all of these artists. I was like, this is like an art underground. It was like a secret society for
Yeah,
artists.
it kind of is.
Yeah, it felt like I was a part of the X-Men.
That's a good way to put it. I love that.
Everyone has their superpower.
Right?
We just hadn't met all of the X-Men yet.
I feel you. Honestly.
And it has been just magical to meet all of these people. and knowing that we all have a small part that we play
Yeah.
in the art scene here in Louisiana, especially here in Shreveport.
It's you wouldn't know, just on the surface of it, you wouldn't ordinarily just think there was that. It's a really deep bench of people here, like just
Mhm.
all disciplines, so many different disciplines. Oh, holy cow! Not just visual art. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I feel like, people keep wanting to like figure out how to market Shreveport and define Shreveport. Some people want to make us a little Dallas. Stuff like that. I feel like if we really leaned into just how much creativity there is here, we'd have it. I really feel like that's our strength.
Yes, that's why this show is so important to me because I want to showcase all of what we can offer from the artists to the music to the authors to the painters, all of the talent that we have here. We should be so much bigger than we are.
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
So definitely, it's just an honor just to continue to promote and pump the city with all of the businesses that are growing here. Like this city has so much to offer aside from the negativity that we see. So it's more important for me to continue to pump and lift as many people up as I can on this show.
I,
With
yeah,
that being said,
I think it's awesome that
yes,
you're doing it.
thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been a dream. As I was telling you earlier, yesterday made the first year of me doing this for a full year. So you are a part of season three's premiere tonight. You are my first guest for season three, and it's such an honor to have you. Um, I'm lucky, so lucky, and blessed.
Here's a question I've always had for, I've never actually gotten to ask it to anybody who does a podcast, but how do you
Mhm.
keep the content going for that long? That's crazy. That's so cool.
Um, Thank you. It's with what I do because I have to stay on the cutting edge of what's going on. So it's a lot of research, a lot of television research, a lot of internet research, getting out in the community and networking with people, staying on social media and just staying in contact with things that's going on. It's a job
Yeah.
that pays it in dividends when you can build a transcript around it, and it pays in itself because I'm learning so much about all of what goes into what I'm doing. I'm learning right now how just to download content from Instagram
Oh, okay.
because I got to learn how to download the content from Instagram, and it's been amazing, man. It's a lot of work.
I bet.
It's a lot of work. It requires a lot of time and attention. And funny thing, when I get up in the morning, I don't brush my teeth. I literally just get to work, getting prepared for the next guest for the show. And I spend my day preparing the transcript because I have to come up with the new word of the day, figure out whose birthdays are that day, the celebrity birthdays, which are really fucking cool because we all love celebrities.
Right?
And when we find out whose birthday it is,
How do you have time to write?
I've been coming neglectful of that. But it's a thing of when I'm inspired,
Yeah.
I definitely get into it. Um, and I pour myself into writing when I do.
Cool.
So it's not. I've been working on things here and there. I just wrapped up my fifth book that I'm working to publish right now, Quarantine Quest, which is my third book of poetry. So I've been working here or there. Still working on my third book in the Coming Full Circle series, Coming Full Circle 3. Somewhere or nowhere, it's coming soon. So I've been working here or there. Started taking an acting class, and now I added something new to my list of things to do. But
That's dope. That's really cool. I've never really wanted to be like an actor like on screen or
mhm,
stage, but I would love to do voice acting. I think that would be the coolest crap ever.
yes, to play around with your voice.
Yeah.
Dramatics. The dramatics. That's something I would love to do too. Because I can sing, and so because I can sing, I can definitely just go in there and just tear that
There
shit
you
up.
go. There you go.
But let's get into your interview. So, Mr. Moss, tell the viewers a little bit more about yourself.
Okay. My name is Ben Moss. I'm a visual artist, mostly a painter and muralist, street artist. My street art tag name, or whatever you want to call it, is Mr. Ployd, and the story behind that is really dumb. It's not even funny. It's just kind of a stupid. I picked a name that was a term, it was a piece of comics terminology for the little sweat beads flying off the faces of characters when they're in distress.
Hmm.
I want to it to have my name represent angst or distress, but in a cartoony way, right? And so I was like, oh well, it'll be Ployd then because I didn't remember the term's name correctly. It's Plewd. It's Plewd, but I remembered it as Ployd, and by the time I realized I was wrong, it was too late.
Hey, sometimes you got to take a great thing and continue to run with it.
But the cool thing about it is, though, I will say this: like when I write it a certain way, it says the same thing backward and forward. So that's kind of
Hmm.
anyway.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was creating the flyer, I was like, he has a really great um, logo,
Oh,
and it's something very playful and some very fun, and you can do a lot with it.
I agree. I agree. I think a logo if it works in black and white and it's
Hmm.
dynamic enough, it can do a lot for you. I like your logo.
Oh,
I
thanks.
was looking at one of your Facebook pages today and then saw the logo up in the background behind you. It
Mhm.
was dope. It was really a cool, striking logo.
Thank you, thank you. I work with a guy out of Chicago.
I noticed that crap. I did graphic design for like 20 years before I found
Understand.
out.
You your eye for detail. You have a very keen, sensible eye for detail, which is really cool.
I would say it's obsessive compulsive in some ways.
It's all the same thing.
But
We're not using labels here.
it serves me well. And really, honestly, as far as talking about my art and stuff, the thing that really put me on this path is comics. Comics ruined me, like from an early age. Like ever since from the very first things I picked up, in the '70s when I was a wee lad. Uh, Jack Kirby, just that's it's. I love all fine art, but nothing has the impact to me as comic storytelling.
Okay, so you were a part of the generation where there was the Marvel
Yeah.
comics.
Although I was non-discriminatory, though I would read any damn comic. Yeah,
Yes.
Marvel
So
was like really the biggest game in town, of course. So
what were some of your favorite comics growing up that got you into interested in being an artist?
one of the very first I remember actually even getting in a store, I must have been kindergarten, somewhere around that age, and it's when I lived in Zwolle, Louisiana, of all places. Um,
Hmm.
and they used to have these comic magazines that were the size of a regular magazine, but they were comics. They were like reprints, just blown up bigger. So it was Hulk. Hulk was my dude. Hulk was the man. Um, but in the back of it was another feature of Moon Knight, who, after all this time, finally has a TV show.
It does.
And that really struck me. Like the art in that was unusual. It was by a man named Bilson Cabbage. He's still doing it now, but it was really scratchy. It wasn't your usual, like really solid lines and stuff. But
Mhm.
the scratchy lines gave it a almost a psychotic feel, which is, you wouldn't think a kid that young would gravitate toward that, but it was just really frenetic and full of nervous action. And that was like, oh, I want to do that, And then I discovered Jack Kirby, like, the Defenders, the Eternals, um,
Hmm.
stuff. And it was over. It was just over after that. That's.
Okay. So when you are not painting, what do you do for fun?
Well, I like to play video games, but I don't ever get a chance to do anything recreational lately. um, I'm kind of a junkie for Destiny too. Um, but I don't know. I reach frustration points with video games because I just want to play them for fun. I don't want to be a hardcore gamer. And so many games
Mhm,
now require such a skill level that it's not even fun. It's like another job. So, um, actually, I would say that a big recreational thing I do is just doing art, even if it's not for a thing. You know, I like keeping sketchbooks. Sketchbooks are where I really have fun because there's no judgment there, right? It's you could play
mhm,
and discover new ways of doing things, and sometimes that will eventually leak out into the real art I do. And it's real. It's kind of my laboratory. I'll put it that
mhm.
way. Uh, I like to read when I can, but let me see. Just today, I went to the municipal auditorium and did some set design painting, set scenery painting. Uh, Came home to do this. I'm gonna do an invoice for the municipal people, take it back up there, come back home, paint a skateboard, and then maybe work on some digital art for an NFT project I'm involved in. So I was just staying pretty busy. So,
Yeah, that's a great brand. That's a great business, the NFTs brand. That is a really great brand. Um, if if I were a really great painter, which I am not, I would definitely submit some stuff for an NFT. That's the future right
it
now.
really is.
So it's definitely going to be one for the books for our generation, for generations to come. Definitely want to interested in that.
And it's not going to go away. I mean, a lot of people think it's just a flash in the pan. It's here to stay. The blockchain's here to stay. I'm not like an evangelist for any of it. You know, it's like
Mm,
whatever. You know, do it if you want to, don't if you don't. But it's not going anywhere. So I figure
right.
it's just another avenue for opportunity. Honestly.
Okay. Well, you've already answered the third question, what inspired you to develop your idea to be a painter? But let's kind of just expand that just a little bit more.
Okay. Well, I went to Northwestern. I graduated in '97. I took the long route because I graduated high school in '89. So yeah, it took me a little time. I took a break in there somewhere. Graduated in '97 with a degree in art, and quickly found out that nobody has an artist on their payroll. No, nobody hires an artist just to do art in the office. So I jumped immediately into graphic design, and
Hmm.
that was like when Photoshop and Illustrator and all that was really just coming into general use. They had been
Hmm.
around, but they weren't the big deal they are now. So I was kind of in on the ground floor of a lot of that. Did that for 20 years and decided I had had enough because some people enjoy graphic design. I hate it. It's like it's flexing some of the same muscles and creativity that painting and drawing does, right? Your imagination, but it's not in the service to yourself. It's, designed by committee. Somebody's telling you what they want. It's always for what somebody else, well, or it's for an advertisement, which, kind of sucks the soul out of you anyway, to me. Like, oh, this is to sell something. I'm super anti-capitalist in the first place. So it really turned out to not be a good fit. Um, but COVID happened. And wait, rewind. I jumped out of that and started school teaching. I was an art teacher for the talented art program here in Caddo, and then COVID happened in my first year of teaching. Um, and I have an immune disorder that's not necessarily serious at the moment, but I did not know how my body would react to if I contracted COVID. So I was like, well, I don't want to do it, but I quit. And the only other option after that for me was like, well, let's go full time art. And so that's what I've been doing since the pandemic hit.
Okay.
Kind of
So, how did you two decide to establish your brand?
Oh gosh, honestly, I hadn't even thought about it until I started doing street art. It was the whole tag thing that really kind of made me start thinking about, well, you need sort of an identity as an artist. as a creative. Especially if you're working for yourself, you need a way. You're a business. I mean, you need a way for people to relate to what you do and to be able to identify what you do. So I took some of my graphic design background and applied it to coming up with logo and brand identity and things like that. And that kind of fun. That part of graphic design is kind of fun to me, especially if it's something you can just do whatever you want to because it's yours.
Yeah, and I noticed that you have like a really, and I'm gonna say you have like a really keen eye when it comes to like graffiti art.
Oh, thank you.
I love graffiti art versus graffiti art. We would see that anywhere. You can see graffiti art on trains. You would see it on a building. You would see it on a bus. You would see graffiti art anywhere. And so art in motion, I call graffiti just art in motion because you only see it when it's in motion. So um graffiti art became something that when I started getting tattoos, I was like, I want tattoos everywhere.
Yeah,
I want because I love art that much. I was like, I want to be a walking canvas. I want to be a walking billboard, and I want tattoos everywhere because it's like graffiti art all over your body.
agreed.
So it's definitely just something that if I could paint, yeah, yeah, yeah. I have like a sick thing in my head for tattoos because they're everywhere now.
Awesome.
So um, just moving on to the next question because we'll get off topic talking about tattoos and graphic graffiti art. Um, how have your priorities changed since you started your business full time?
Um, I wouldn't say my priorities have changed, but I feel like my route to getting there may be a little different. Because, if you go out in business for yourself like that and you don't necessarily have like a cushion of a financial cushion built up, then you obviously have to do work for people that's by contract or commission, and you're dealing with the things that other people want, which is fine.
Mhm,
That can work. That can be a good relationship. Um, uh, because in this regard, I have a little more control over that stuff than I did as a graphic designer. Because you can always say that's not something I'm into. I'm not going to do it. Um,
mhm,
I'll refer you to somebody else. Um, so yeah, there's been a lot of not detours, interesting stops along the way. Like today, doing the thing for the set painting stuff for at the municipal for an event that's going to happen there. I never in my wildest dreams would have thought I'd be painting scenery for a stage thing. Cool learning experience. The NFT stuff was never on my radar. Uh, been doing some contract illustration work that wouldn't necessarily have been something I would have sought out, but it's cool that it happened. So yeah, it's the ultimate goal is to be in a place where I'm just creating, and then that's the thing people want, rather than they want a thing I make for them that they already have in their head. You know what I mean? You want your
mhm.
product that they want, rather than it being something that is bespoke or to order. Which I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about that stuff. I'm eternally grateful for every opportunity I get,
Yes,
especially since that's how I'm eating. so,
right.
so
It
not
it becomes a thing of we have to take the opportunities that are given and make them as big and bad and bold and super bad as,
absolutely.
and hope that it accomplishes the feeling that we want to give and that it's something that the next person can really receive and appreciate.
Yes, absolutely. I
So
love the
I
aspect of it. It's a direct, almost mind to mind thing between two people when you make that sort of you have that trust for that kind of thing. I want you to create this thing and I trust you to do it. That's just cool.
see there goes that X-Men thing again, that telepathy.
Here you go.
That's Charles Xavier,
Oh,
the
off
connection.
topic. This is off topic, but you were talking about Tom Cruise earlier, right? You said
Yes.
something about Marvel too. Did you know? Rumor has it that he might be in an upcoming Marvel movie, in the Doctor Strange movie, as an alternate universe Iron Man.
That'll be
right?
cool. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to do the research on that.
Sorry.
No, 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 no. All tea here is good tea here. All tea here is good tea here. So I'm appreciative of that. My mom, she's actually watching the show and she has a comment for you. She says, "Wow, he's very interesting. A very interesting guy, fun and full of energy."
Oh, thanks.
So the next question is, what challenges did you overcome on your journey to starting your business?
A lot of it was really just the whole self-doubt of it, right? I mean, going out on my own as an artist is something I really wanted to do and should have done a long time ago. But needing that stability of the day job kept me from it because there was a fear. Like, well, what if I can't make it? And really just to be honest, COVID sort of forcing my hand was a blessing. Honest to God, because I don't know if I would have been brave enough.
I think with COVID, because it was the same thing for me when I started my business. COVID changed the entire damn trajectory of the world.
For real.
And if you started a business right now with COVID, I promise you, and this is not just me and you, but anyone, right now, this is the harder times
Yeah.
while we're starting. But if we get over this hump, that's when we're going to see everything just begin to take off. So right now, the hard part is just being in the middle of crunch time
Yes.
while the world is going through all of its changes. So stay with it. Don't let it get you
I
down.
have to believe that all of this turmoil and strife and chaos that we see everywhere is the birth pangs of a new thing being born. I really I have to think that it's got to be for something, right?
Yes, I definitely agree with that. Because right now, if you're in the middle of starting something, this shit is scary. Because I've been doing this for a year. And like I was saying last night, if you would watch last night's show, I literally broke down and I was crying like a baby because when you start something so fresh and so brand new, you do not know the things that comes along with it. And not realizing until I was literally telling people that this is the 1 year anniversary of the show last night. I'm thinking about the journey as I'm speaking to it. Absolutely just had a moment because this is born out of frustration.
Yeah.
And out of frustration became all of these beautiful people from every artist, business owner, painters, authors, restaurant owners. It has been a phenomenal journey. So it's a thing of when you start something so different and so fresh and so brand new and having to stay consistent, it will make you a champ.
Absolutely.
So so you gotta stay with it. Don't give up just because it looks like it's not gonna be fun. Everything ain't supposed to be fun when you're starting something brand new.
I am super impressed that you have done this for as long as you have. Holy cow, dude! Seriously, that's a discipline that I don't even know if I have.
It's late nights and early morning.
Yeah.
Um, definitely late nights and early mornings. I definitely could say 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I did a show from my mom's birthday. My mom's birthday was on a Monday, but we had her party on a Sunday. From Sunday until that Friday, I had a show every single day. And then got to Saturday, and it's like, okay, I'm off. I don't have to do any more work. And then there was an event that I saw on the news that I then saw the next day on Facebook, and I was like, I gotta go to work.
Right.
6 days straight. Now I gotta go and do it again. But it forces you to step out of your comfort zone. it has literally forced me. Like I have literally been able to start singing on stages because I love to sing. So it's forced me to go and step into that arena. It has forced me to go and start doing comedy.
Cool.
So it it's just networking. It's just the power of networking, like literally networking your ass off, and just the doors that will open when you just stay consistent. The consistency of it is everything. But like even now, once we're done with the show, I'm going to get some sleep.
I don't believe you.
No, I'm going to get some sleep. I'm going to get to sleep. I have to literally fight to stay up. No, I'm not going to sleep. I'm actually going to sit here and study this script. I started an acting class, so I'm going to be studying my script. I'm not going to sleep.
See?
I was going to go, but I'm like, I can't go to sleep now. On to the next question. What strategies did you use first to market your business?
Oh my God. I don't know if I even still have one. Have a strategy. Honestly, I, I promote stuff that I do on social media. Generally Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Uh, I probably should do TikTok. It's just that's yet another.
You should. You should.
I keep hearing stuff
Definitely.
that's where to be right now. Um,
Oh, yeah.
but,
You would be surprised.
but uh, I have no real sort of plan for it. Everything's organic. Um, I probably should structure that eventually. Uh, I had somewhere I was going with that. I think part of it, and this I need to get over this, is I don't like selling. I don't like it. I would love to get to a point where I can hire somebody to do the marketing and that kind of stuff for me because I just have very little patience for it. I just want to make cool shit. Yeah.
That's
I'm not good at the admin part, but
yeah. It's a different thing to be someone who produces work and then have to go out and sell it.
yeah, for real.
Um, Lucky for me, I have a really huge personality and I can sell soap to a soap maker. Because I love to be in the space where I can just promote what it is that I do to promote this show and being able to put myself in spaces. Thank you God for the parents, my mom, because my mom, she's the person that she has a really huge personality. And I watched my mom so much growing up that I developed my own huge personality. And um, it's it's not always good to have a huge personality because you're always going to be the center of attention, even when you don't want to. But if you know how to focus the energy and harness that energy and know how to turn it on and turn it off, it's like you gotta be able to go to the faucet, get you a cup of water, drink it, walk away from the faucet. Don't leave it dripping, but actually turn the faucet completely off.
Sure.
Um, it would definitely it gets you into places.
I believe that. I do. I'm
It definitely gets you in places.
I'm for the most part an extrovert. I don't really have a problem in social situations or talking to people or anything like that, but something specifically about the maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's a guilt. I don't know. The self promotion for me personally, I don't feel this way about anybody else, but for me, it feels like I'm trying to force something on someone, and I need to get over that shit real quick. I do.
You should. You should. You're in a market with artists, and I respect your decision and I respect your view. Because I'm kind of the same way. I became such a antisocial person. I don't really deal with people unless it's about me working.
Sure.
Um, but it becomes a thing of I don't want to socialize, and then you got to go socialize because you want to sell.
Right.
And when you have to put your brand out there, that's a job.
It is.
That's a whole nother job aside from painting or me writing these books or putting these shows together and having to literally get on the phone and send emails and phone calls and text messages just to, hey, how would you feel about doing this show? How would you feel about doing the show? That's a whole nother world that you have to develop a sense of comfort for.
Yeah.
So
It definitely. Yeah. That's the thing. I'm just not comfortable, I guess, with that. Like, I can shoot the shit with anybody, but if it's with a
yeah,
purpose, then I feel like I'm manipulating sometimes, and I don't want to do that.
I get it. I get it. It becomes it's not work. It's not fun anymore. It's become
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. Exactly. I just don't
So I told
convince people that what I do is worth it to them. Even though you have to. That's what selling is, right? You have to. I just, I'll get there eventually.
yeah, and I think that may be a generational thing
Could
too.
be.
Um, because with older generations, they have literally worked so hard to build a brand that the work that the older generations do, it's all about I put in the work, I put in the work, I put in the work, I put in the work. My work is supposed to speak for me, not me speaking for me. And because I'm a millennial, we're all about, hey, I want you to see this, I want you to see it, I want you to see it, I want you to buy it, I want you to eat it, I want you to go here, I want you to be here, I want you to come here, I want you to play this, I want you to wear this, I want you to be here. Um, we changed the face of how things go. We literally changed the face of how the world interacts.
Sure.
So I would say this as a millennial to someone who's not a millennial. Come on into the new generation.
I think I
It's here to
think
stay.
there's really no there for to succeed. I don't think there's any other choice.
Got it. Yeah. And not only that, because I'm a millennial, I can learn from you. I can learn the things that you, as a person who's been a part of the machine,
Right.
the experiences that you have and the knowledge that you have, I can learn from you. And okay, this is how you market. This is how you go into this room and sell yourself a way a little bit different from how I would sell me. You could teach me and show me something totally different.
Sure. And
And
that goes both ways. I mean, you know,
yes,
you know,
yes,
never been one to think that you can't learn anything from people that are younger than you. I
yes,
think people who cut themselves off from that are really doing themselves a disservice.
yes. Hmm. We've come a long way with just the advancement of technology, the advancement of culture, the advancement of just how far the world has moved. 20 years ago, I was in middle school. Would have never thought I would have been here now, sitting here doing this,
Right.
writing books and interviewing people. But life has a plan for us all, and we all have to fall in line either with what we want to do and with the plan that God has for us, or we'll get lost in the wind.
There you go. I think that's well put.
And I would prefer to get lost in what I'm doing and creating something that is going to sustain for the next 100,000 years
Yeah,
to get lost in the wind.
I feel you.
So, two more questions. How do you define success?
Um, I think for me, it's two things really. I mean, there's obviously the old thing about just doing what you love, um, as just your means of supporting yourself or whatever. I mean, I take that back. You can do what you love, and you don't have to make a living from it. If it brings you joy, you don't have to make it. It's just something you love. Um, Now, I think it's doubly cool if you can make a living at what you love doing. Um, but I think mostly for me, just from coming from my personal background, I think getting to a place of relative stability when it comes to like, I just don't want to worry. I don't want to necessarily be rich. I just don't want to have to worry. You know,
Right.
I think that would be enough. I don't have to be on have a logo on the package of every single product ever made. Um, I mean, that might be dope. I'm not gonna pass it up. I'll sell out in a heartbeat.
Right.
But
It's
you know,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
it's just generally just a sense of things are settled, things are steady, without the eternal scramble for the next dollar just to be able to support yourself.
Yes. Love that. Love that. Final question, and then we're going to move on to candy or corn. What's the best advice you can give someone thinking about starting a business or pursuing their dreams?
Have a freaking plan. Seriously, that sounds really abstract and sort of anybody can say that. But what I literally mean is like, okay, what's your goal? And, and just like I always say, just break it down, break that path down into little tiny actionable steps. What do I need to get there? Well, I don't know. Okay, go do some research. Find out the things that you can do here and now that will take you one step further to what you want to do. Like, I wish I had had a better plan when I started. I'm starting to sort of formulate one these days. But I
Hmm.
think having the goal that you can't get to your goal if you don't know what it is. And if you don't know what you want, how you're ever going to get what you want. I think it's really important to set your mind toward what it is you want from the universe.
Oh, what do we call that in class, children? Manifestation. It's I definitely agree with that. Because as I said in other shows, when I started this show was born out of frustration. I was just doing the show to promote my books, to try and get people's attention to buy my books, just to pay my tuition.
Sure.
And from there, this turned into me doing acting jobs. I was in a YouTube series. I am in a YouTube series that's on YouTube. Hashtag situationships. I did my first play, Electra, all because I just had a plan of, well, let me go and just start promoting my books on the internet. The plan was just to promote the work.
Mhm.
From there, it just became uh, not an overnight sensation yet, but it's a growing sensation. And I definitely agree with if you don't have a plan, man, it's you might as well go ahead and hang your coat
It's
up,
tough.
put your boots up.
It's just tough to, especially, and I've been there. I'm pretty sure I'm undiagnosed ADHD. So I understand focus is hard. Yeah, there you go. I understand that um, knowing, like figuring out what you want takes mental energy, but you can do it. I mean, if I can figure some of that stuff out, I think anybody can. It's not that hard to at least get something of a vague idea of what an outcome you would like to happen, right? Um,
Yes.
and we all have something we can do. We generally speaking all have some, if it's not some amazing, not everybody's a singer, not everybody's an actor, but I think we've all got something we could sort of hone in on, you know.
Yes. That's a great thing too. You have to know who you are.
Yeah.
You have to know who you are, and you have to know what your gifts are. Just another thing too for me. I didn't know that all of my gifts. I didn't know that all of my gifts would bring me to this place. I just started working just to get people's attention.
Right.
everything else is like, oh, so you're a singer? Like, yeah.
Well, I guess I am. There you go.
You're, it just kind of, I kind of just went with the breeze of what was going on in my life, just trying to meet a need.
Right.
And the need is being met because I took a different direction to go and meet it. But at the same time, now it's like, okay, my gifts are beginning to make room. And it's a thing of if you don't know what your gifts are, if you're not able to channel it and harness that power, like I said, you might as well take your boots off and take your coat off and just hang it up.
That stuff takes time with yourself, you know. And I understand a lot of us in the rat race don't pause for that because there's always that anxiety. There's always oh shit, I'm not gonna make it. I can't pay the rent. I've got stuff like that. Um, and that and that's something I would change about our society is
Hmm.
there's no there's no space for you in your life. It feels like sometimes for a lot of people.
No.
Um,
Yes.
so I think having that is valuable. Like I'm blessed to have been able to, take that. It's not like life stops while you do it, but like have some alone time with yourself. With your thoughts and with your purpose even. Um, and it sounds hokey. It sounds cheesy as hell. It's the corniest stuff you can say, but it doesn't make it not true.
It doesn't. I'm such a fan of what I do now because I've had a full year to sit in this
Yeah.
and to see that I'm busting my ass and I'm not getting a dime from this right now.
Right.
But I love the fact that I have literally sat in it and I got to know who I am, what I bring to the table, not just for me, but for other people.
You go.
And literally, there's no net underneath my ass with what I'm doing. So I am taking chances with every single thing.
I'm crazy proud of you for that.
Thank you. But in taking chances, in the taking chances, I would rather take the chances and say I've done it my way
Sure.
and that I went down kicking and screaming and swinging
There you go.
to be the person that I want to be. And I expect that not just from me, but I expect that from other people. I expect that from other artists. I expect that from anyone who has a gift, a grind, a talent, anything that they can do to keep them moving in the direction that they want to go. Man, ride this motherfucker till the wheels fall off.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That is awesome. Hell yeah.
That being said, let's move on to candy or corn.
Ah,
I am going to ask you a question about some candies. You can either say yes, you'll candy if you'll eat the candy, corn if you will not eat the candy.
okay.
And the first candy is Gobstopper.
Yes.
Okay, 100 grand.
Yes.
Candy corn.
No. Corn. No. Hell.
Okay, the next candy is Rolo. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. The next candy is Heath Bar.
Yes.
Mike and Ike's.
Depends. Sometimes.
Okay. Um, Mounds.
Yes.
The new candies that I added are Skittles,
Double yes.
Tricks,
Yes.
and Gummy Bears. Gummy
Yeah.
Bears.
As long as they're Haribo brand.
Oh, dude, look, someone, I used to eat those all the
Dude,
time.
they have the best tooth to them. Like they're
They do. They're very good. And then someone introduced me to Albanese,
What's that?
the Albanese gummy
Ooh,
bears.
what are those?
The same thing. They're not Haribo. They're Albanese. Those damn gummy bears are so goddamn good. I I I go to the store and buy like 2 or 3 packs because they're
Where do you
good.
get those?
Brookshires, Walmart.
Okay. Do they still have the same like chewiness? Okay, because
Yes.
that's important. I can't stand a damn gummy bear that's not chewy.
And they have a better flavor.
Okay, you have my interest
Better.
now.
So, Alban has become like my new friend when I want a snack.
Yeah, I think they
Li-
come from this question session was that I will eat almost any candy.
Candy's
It
good.
is, man. And I like circus peanuts, can't stand them. Those orange slices things can go to hell. Uh, a bowl at a nursing home, not a fan.
No, see you're here for the third season. Last season, I had almond joy.
Uh-huh.
That was one of the candies, and I want to say what was the other one? Swedish fish.
I do like sweet. I like the flavor of Swedish fish, but I don't like how their texture very much.
Hmm.
It's like
I call Swedish fish the gummy bears from hell.
you expect them to have that bounce back when you bite them, and they don't. It's very specific. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I like the flavor.
Nah,
Okay.
can't say I like the flavor. They taste like medicine. You want to turn my stomach? Bring in the Swedish fish. Like, no, I'm not even hungry anymore. I'll go and play in traffic.
Right.
Which one's more busy? But Mr. Moss, it has been an honor to have you on the show
Me
tonight.
too.
I send my love to you and your wife and your family. I am definitely looking forward to interviewing Miss Linda as well on the show really
She's a
soon.
lot of fun.
Cause she booked the show in for May.
Yeah. She
So I was like, wow,
when I
she's booked up right now.
when I told her that I was doing this, she's like, "What the hell are you doing? You don't have time to do anything like that." Because she and I have a show that we're both supposed to be working on right now. She's the only
Mhm.
one working on it.
Okay.
June 1st at Bossier Arts Council. She's actually doing what she's supposed to be doing, but this sounded more fun than that right now.
Something that's to chill.
Yes.
But I definitely will be coming. Keep me posted on any events that you have going on because I do promote artists here on the show, and I promote their events. So if you have any events that you have going on, please send me flyers, send me a notice to my inbox, and I will be happy to promote it on both here on Facebook and Instagram as well. Because I believe in the power of collaboration. I believe in supporting other artists and lifting artists. And when one of us from Shreveport wins, we all win.
I'm with you on that.
So I definitely thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for your time because I know that everyone's time is very important. So it was just a pleasure for me to have you here. And again, just thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you for being my first guest of season 3.
I'm so happy that we actually got it to work finally.
Hey, I literally, I understand the technical difficulties, so I'm really patient. I've learned to be very patient with this show, because of what comes along with it. But this is just a result of consistency and staying with it. Because if you would have called some of these shows earlier when I first started this, we would be at it for like 30 minutes trying to get someone just on.
Oh man.
and then we would be like, I'm gonna just FaceTime you, and we would be on FaceTime doing interviews on FaceTime. So we wouldn't even be on the show here. I will be on the screen talking to the phone.
Oh my gosh.
Or like we would have to do like phone calls. So it's been a lot that went into it. But now I'm beginning to see, just be patient, take your time, just try and just be in a place where we're all on the same page, we're all on the same team, and just be understanding that everything's not going to always go well.
Right.
Everything's not always going to go the way we want them to. But if you stay patient and just kind of let it all work itself out in the rents, when it's done, you got a clean shirt.
There you go.
I appreciate you so much. Send my love to your family, and I look forward to whatever other events that you'll be a part of. I look forward to seeing more of your work that you will be presenting to the public. And hey, have a great evening. I'll definitely would love to have you back on sometime in the future if you have any other projects that you would love to promote. Right now, this is the time to promote those projects and let people know more about how they can follow you.
I'm on Instagram at Ployd_art. I'm on Twitter as Ployd Art. Facebook's Ployd Art. Linda and I have a show coming up at Bossier Arts Council starting June 1st called Other Realms. I think that's, oh yeah, got a giant public art project starting April 18th. Cadavian Baylor, Eric Francis, and I are painting all of the poles that hold up I-20 on Marshall Street over by Central Station from top to bottom.
Okay,
That's huge.
that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work, but it's gonna be awesome.
Yes. Speaking of Central Station, I'm about to get ready to head down there for the comedy open mic night.
I didn't even know they had that.
Um, yeah, it's every Wednesday night. Um, I'm getting a message in my inbox right now. Am I coming out? Because I was just there last week. So, um, my life as an artist, it never stops. Never stop. I was supposed to be going over my acting script, and now I'm about to go and do some comedy.
Hey man, it feeds into it, right?
It all works together.
Yeah.
It definitely works together. But again, thank you so much for coming through tonight. For being my first guest for season 3. This has been an honor and a pleasure. You guys enjoy your night. Y'all continue to stay safe and stay well.
You too. We'll talk to you soon.
No problem, buddy.
Take care. Thanks. Bye.
Well, all right, guys. So let's continue to shop over at Saucy's on Your Spices using that coupon code Lil Tea Time. One word, and receive 5% off of your purchases when you shop over there. Also, they are running a special when you use their coupon code SPRING. You will receive 10% off of your purchases. So get into that. You guys also get over to Agora Borealis and check out my books, the Coming Full Circle series, as well as my books of poetry, the Confessions of a Conceited Drummer King, and Catching Up with Me, available right now out at Agora Borealis. And as well, you can get over to Amazon.com and check out the books there. Just search Jarius, Jrayyis, Deyon, Deyond. And thank you so much for everyone who supports what I'm doing with Jarius Deyon LLC and my books of poetry, as well as my book series. Also, check out my TikTok at the Jarius Dion and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Jarek, A Kingdom Man Thomas, where you will get to see other shows of a little tea time that are available there, and as well as get over to Spotify and check out a little tea time there. The podcast is there for people who do not get to see the shows here on Facebook or on Instagram. They are also available there on Spotify. So thank y'all so much for getting over there to Spotify and checking out the show as well there. Remember the quote of the week. Well, my permanent quote now, I should say. Opportunities knocking, you matter. Let's build and go higher, Shreveport. And as I say after every single show, going into now season 3, the premiere show for season 3 tonight. Remember to be great on purpose and not by accident. The future is now. I am Jarek, aka Jarus, your favorite published author's favorite published author, and your host of A Little Tea Time. Until tomorrow, with my guest Dravion Johnson. You guys, y'all have a great night. Continue to be well, be blessed, and be safe. And thank you again. If you are watching tonight, please share the shows. And y'all have a great one. Until tomorrow, I'm out. And yes, Pearl, I am coming tonight. I'm not gonna stay long because I gotta get some sleep, but I'm definitely gonna come out and play around with you guys at Central Station and do some comedy tonight. So I'm coming, you guys. Give me a second. Let me get things wrapped up here, and I'm on my way. Welcome to Lil Tea Time. Y'all ready? Welcome to Lil Tea Time. Oh yeah. Welcome to Lil Tea Time. Who listen? Welcome to Lil Tea Time. All right. Welcome to Lil. Welcome to Lil. Welcome to Lil. Welcome to Lil. Welcome to Lil Tea Time. Welcome to Lil Tea Time. Hey, Mom. I love you. Good night. Talk to you later.